Okay. Yes, and hello, Molly.
The ice room.
Well, I wasn't prepared. I mean, I didn't realize it was going to be the
hello
first.
there.
Well, hello there. Oh, man.
Wow, the dance. Now
Sorry,
we're getting
no,
into
I
the
mean,
dance. Okay.
I don't know. I just
All right.
imagined a whole, like, maybe like a little, like a xylophone, like.
Okay, you got the
Ice
xylophone. I got
room.
the ice room.
Maybe like a little harp, like.
I feel like you're trying to make that sound so much like peaceful, like a harp, and then you're just like, shoot out. What is that?
It can't sound peaceful because there's just chaoticism in the.
Oh, there's chaos in the
ether,
air.
in the air. It was a full moon this weekend, and it was a Friday the 13th. Well, I don't want to definitively say it was a full moon. I saw somebody say it was a full moon, but I didn't really get out there and take a look.
I didn't look.
I was howling, but that was for other reasons entirely. But apparently, did you feel it out there though this weekend? It was an interesting. The chaoticism was in the ether, like I just said, with my harp.
We had to take a break last week because I did get into an accident. So
they didn't even know that.
Yeah, guys, I got into an accident. So
well, no, I meant they didn't know that we took a break.
I know, but we took a break because today is May 17th.
Oh, well, that's true. I guess if you're keeping track of what we've done on the calendar.
Yeah, but either
That's
which way.
True. Well, I guess we took a break then. Well, you know, like Molly said, April was flying by, you know.
It was flying by.
Oh, I don't know why.
It just flew by. I remember that, yeah.
There was a little break. What happened? You were trying to play Mario Kart and somebody threw a little yellow banana peel and you just went off careening off the side of the road.
I really think that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a banana peel. Somebody was like attacking. They were
Donkey Kong was throwing barrels at your car.
Oh, yeah, and that's messed up. Big Bertha, R.I.P.
She was a good lady.
She might get
a revamp, or are we thinking a new
reincarnation, possibly?
Reincarnation. She's not coming back.
I mean,
that's it. I don't know what she looks like. I have no.
What? So you've never seen the?
I might have. Well, no, I know what Bertha looks like. I don't know what we're talking damages wise.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll figure it out.
She'll come. She might. Yeah.
I thought. But
reincarnation sounds like you want the spirit of her in another car.
Well, no, I don't. Big Bertha was a baddie, I'm not trying to get rid of her. You feel me? Like, she was big and she was birthing.
She be shaking it up in that thing.
Yeah, she knew how to work it. Yeah, she knew how to work it.
Yeah, no, I like it. Classy but sassy. Big Bertha.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever named my car. I haven't really named like any inanimate objects or anything like that.
I didn't even call Big Bertha until like it came to her. Other people were calling it.
It came upon her.
Yeah.
I didn't even name her that. Like the light came upon the Lord on Sunday.
Yo, you weren't here this Sunday, and I was in the ice room.
Well, I was here this Sunday. But before we get into Sunday.
I just waited. I was like, I haven't seen Alec yet. Like, it's bad luck if I don't see him in the ice room the first time. So I'm like standing in the ice room waiting for him. He never shows up. I start getting like dust bunnies on me and like spider webs, and I'm just starting to become one with the ice room.
It was a hot day too, and she was just in that ice room, and I was hoping, with the sun and all, you weren't gonna melt in there. That would have been bad.
It was bad.
It was a bad day for ice all around, though, I want to say.
I thought a spider.
I actually spent quite a lot more time in the ice room than I would have liked on that Sunday, and it wasn't peaceful. But again, before we get into it, Big Bertha, though, you were saying, well, how did her name come about?
Oh, people would call her that. Like, people would get in my car and be like, Big Bertha. And I'm like, oh, I guess.
I like it.
I liked it.
It's
definitely fit. Definitely fit. And it was more than one person that would call her that. So I started to think that maybe it was meant for her.
It was meant for her.
Yeah.
I've had some cars, I haven't really given them names, but I've definitely gotten them dirty. Molly got in my car today.
Alec's car. Oh my God. I was like, yo, all day. I promise you, all day. I'm just thinking, Alec gotta come pick me up because I don't have a car. So I'm like wondering. I have never seen Alec really drive before. I don't know how he is as a driver.
I drive a car.
I don't know.
She doesn't even know if I drive a car. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so I was like, I wonder how this is gonna go, and then it was exactly how I did not expect it to, but I should have expected it to. I get in the car and it's just like and I said this in the nicest way possible.
Like that, though.
I knew this. I said
you know who I am.
I do. And that's why I say this in the nicest way possible, but that was legit the dirtiest car I think I've ever fucking stepped foot in.
I appreciate that. I mean, if I'm going to be totally transparent here, there's like chocolate ice cream or something like on the seat that's like dried up at this point. There's sunflower seeds everywhere. There's like wood chips and like all this dirt that you have absolutely not, like it looks like a playground just got like dumped inside. Well, it's a lot, if I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot. And there's a lot of things I want to say. There's only a few opportunities I have to say things on my defense on behalf of the car here in the situation. I will say that I have to eat in my car a lot because my job entails that. I'm in the car.
But it's not
It's
food.
a spaceship. I'm flying around in that bitch. If she gets a little dirty, she gets a little dirty.
Yo.
But
all I want to say is like, first of all, ice cream is definitely not a meal. So if that's what you're eating on your lunch
ice cream. It was a protein shake.
Which
okay, ice cream's not a meal. Molly's got yogurt on the table.
But yo, and then I get into Alec. So when I started coming over here to do this podcast, Alec, I would take off my shoes because
how was the driving though?
It was good, honestly.
Did you think I was gonna be? Because you said that. You said that kind of from the perspective you were like, "How's this gonna go?" Sounding more like you were.
Well, okay, I'll be honest.
Apprehensive about my
not
driving
about you,
rather than my car.
I just was in like the car with some people this week, and I just realized now, being someone who who can't drive right now, I just realized how much I hate other people driving because it's just like I overanalyzing their driving, and you're either driving too slow or you're driving too reckless, and it's just like, to me, I have the perfect balance. So it's like, for myself,
I think everybody thinks they have the perfect balance.
I know I don't. But
some
for
people
myself,
are super reckless with it, or super slow with it.
So I was just more or less worried because I've been with people who have been driving just terribly, and I don't like that because it was a long drive for us to have to be in the same car together. It wasn't long, but like longer than my usual commute with a human in the car. Usually
that's
it's like,
true. Normally with human in car, it's like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
We were talking like a 35, and we stopped to get gas and go into a convenience store, which is really part of a nice drive. If you go on a nice drive with anybody, at one point or another, you're going to end up at a convenience store or a gas station. And me, like I do, I want to, investigate and, see what's going on at the local convenience store, gas station, all of the above. So we did. We had a nice drive there.
We did have a really nice drive today.
But my driving was all right then. It was a good balance of safety and speed.
I didn't feel like I had to be like annoying. And I hate being that person, but sometimes I can't.
Some people yell at my driving,
Like what? Like you're too...
Ian gets very mad at my driving because I get very distracted. Which he's right. I get very distracted. We had a very concise drive. I was very focused.
Yeah, you did good.
I was also really, I was high, so, and I'm going to say it's fine, what are you going to do?
So anyway, we work at a restaurant, right? That's what our podcast is about.
I mean, it's just I guess we could talk about the restaurant if you want.
So what about the restaurant?
Hold on, did we do the intro yet? So take me
the ice room.
Yeah.
That was a good intro.
Okay.
So.
All right. Now, let's get to the phones. Let's take some calls. Who do we have today? Yeah, this is John from Arkansas. I've been driving 6 years for the chicken tenders, and my waitress, she got lost in the backyard. I don't know what happened. Can I get the manager yet?
I've been waiting 6 long years.
Yeah, no, I drove up the stairs with a motorcycle for 6 years. Can I actually ask you something on a more serious level? When I was driving now, I had never picked up Molly before. I wasn't really, I totally thought you lived in like Union or Elizabeth all this time.
Seriously?
And she lives not in that town.
Nowhere.
I wasn't, but where she's, no, I live nowhere. Don't look me up. Hey, don't take pictures of me. Nancy, don't be taking pictures of me in class. That's fucked up. Nancy, you're going to get a D on your report card.
Oh my God. Sorry. I did tell Alec, I was venting earlier about how a student was, I think, taking a picture of me, and I just wanted to, trash their phone. But anyway.
Now you got a whole ass video, Nancy. Watch this shit back and forth, okay, while you're at it. Tell your friends. Tell them all. Anyway. Now, as I was driving through your area, my serious question to you, I passed about 10 motorcycle dealerships, which is 9.5 too many motorcycle dealerships. What's up with that? Is that something that you noticed too? Have you ever noticed how many motorcycle dealerships there are? No? Okay.
Oh, but now that you mention it,
I drove past at least 9 motorcycle stores.
In my town?
Like right before I got to your house. It was so like there's it was actually a really nice town. I really enjoyed it because there were a lot of people moving around and there were a lot of characters through the mix. I enjoyed it. But right before I got to the town part of it with the people, places, and things, the downtown just was all motorcycle dealerships.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I was, I don't know.
I only know of a couple, but that is very interesting that you mentioned that. Because
I noticed at least 3 or 4 in a row. And I thought this is at least 3 or 4 too many motorcycle dealerships in a row.
It's the
supply. That's what I'm wondering. Is your town, have you noticed a lot of motorcyclists?
I actually, now that the weather is getting nicer, people are just wanting to go out and drive.
Weather has been getting nicer, hasn't it?
These stores just open out of nowhere and they just come buy motorcycles. Honestly, though, I don't know. To answer your question seriously, I don't know.
But back to the weather anyway. The weather's been getting nicer. It's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. It's May 17th. You said
Monday
that.
At night. Hello. Welcome to.
Well, I already was the caller from Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
Hello, this is. And welcome back to the ice room. Here we are on a Tuesday. A nice, cool, refreshing Tuesday.
That is really nice. I like that. It's very calming.
Yeah.
It's very calming.
I hope somebody thinks that.
I did.
Well,
I did.
You did. All right. So that's somebody. Now, while we're on the topic, let's talk about people getting fired.
Do we ever know? Hold on. As we were saying, so people getting fired. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. You can, you know what? Fire me. I'm ready to go off into the hills, to join the monastery.
Spread our wings, fly away.
Oh, I'm going to be honest. We didn't say it once the second episode. We didn't say it a single time. Or
I never said it.
Or I just didn't catch it, because I listened to it and I edited it, I do the editing, so if you think it's poor, now you know why. What do you really expect out of me? You can't be asking too much out here. But let's take another call. Jen from Marlboro, New Jersey, the founder of the cigarette. How are you today? Molly doesn't even care about you. She's eating yogurt.
No, that's not true.
Doesn't even care.
This yogurt is so good. I'm housing it. Anyway, so
we got a little snacky snacks on our drive.
Yeah, we got a lot. Well, I got.
I got little drinky drinks, because I'm parched,
But Alec, seriously. People, okay.
How about the band, Molly? What's up with the band?
The band is great. So
we're just throwing out nonsense.
Guys, listen.
Speaking
of Sunday, can we just go back to Sunday? Because you were not there.
Okay.
All right.
I
need you.
All right, yeah, let's talk about our Sunday. You know what? I showed up after Molly showed up. So let's bring you back to 8 a.m. The birds are chirping. The grass is growing. The kitchen is alive with Spanish music and dirty dishes. There's bacon being grilled and, people picking their cars up who Ubered home last night. Also,
that is such a fact.
Also, there are people at the local bakery next door who are in our parking lot, and I am yelling at them because they should not be parking in our lot.
I hate that.
Even though they have a deal with our lot, I don't care, okay?
When our lot is full, they tell us to move our cars, which I never do. But
also never do it.
But the fact that
we should send these to John.
Restaurant,
we should have John watch these as part of his pre-shift.
That's right.
That's mean, isn't it? I don't mean to be mean if you ever hear these.
No, that's not mean. But yeah, no. So Sunday morning was really weird without Alec. I didn't know what to do with myself. This is my first day back in a couple weeks. I knew what to do with
myself at my house, but it's not for this podcast.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna get into what Alec does on his own. I would love to have a camera watch Alec.
We could. You actually could get into what Alec gets into on his own on the Rainbows and Sunshine podcast, and that's what you could listen to because Alec gets into it.
Yeah, shout out to the Rainbows.
Let's be honest.
Sunshine.
Sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's sad, but it's
Rainbows and Sunshine.
It's free thoughts, baby.
I like that.
Yeah. The world is rainbows and sunshine.
It really is.
Yeah. Something in between, it's hard to say, yeah. Who knows? But anyway, as you were saying, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just, working as normal and setting up and whatnot, and Justin comes in,
as you
and
do.
Valerie comes in, and all these people come in. We're working.
You were the first bartender in.
Yeah. There was this
guy. Tell us. You get there first thing.
Yeah.
What's your go-to? What's your first thing you setting up?
Recently I've been going for the ice first.
Really? See, that's how I feel.
Yeah, and that's why we always meet in the ice room. That is why we always,
because that's the first thing I do when I get there. Because it's like you come in, and sometimes the manager isn't even there yet, so it's like kind of like okay, figure it out, guys.
Yeah, like I said, my first day at that place was a Sunday, and I walk in and there's legit no manager, and I was like, who do I talk to? I started talking to the dish guy. He doesn't speak any English. I'm like, where do I go? I'm new. And he just like kind of showed me out to the main room, and that's where my whole entire journey at this restaurant started.
Yeah, and that's where it continued as well, because you were lost on the first day, and on this Sunday, Nicole,
that old server, whatever, a while ago.
Nicole.
I had with the big boobs. She was over, didn't it?
I mean, wait, she served with us? I think I remember who you're talking about.
It was like Sundays with like that one girl, Nicole, Eli.
She barely works there, that girl?
She only works Sundays, I think.
Okay, well.
But anyway.
Nicole. Yeah, shout out to Nicole with the big boobs.
She knows she got big boobs. It's not even a thing.
Who do you think, now this is a rude question on my part, but who do you think had the biggest boobs in the history of the... Oh, gotta cut that part out.
Wait, say it again. Without saying it.
Who do you think has had the biggest knockers in the history of the building?
Honestly, I don't really know. I feel like everybody.
I hate to put you on the spot, but you. Vanessa was somebody who did immediately come to mind. I'd be lying if I said that was the first person.
To talk about
We're not going to break the knockers out there.
This is not the purpose of our podcast whatsoever. This is like a whole other thing.
Sorry. Sorry, my bad.
As we were...
When we bring John in, me and John will talk about that.
Okay, all right. You guys talk about that. As I was saying, so Sunday, my first thing that I gotta get done is the ice. I feel like that's always like the biggest hump in the road, so I get that.
Yeah.
Then I get everything else that honestly I have to get from outside of the bar area. And I came in.
You got a little ice.
I did my thing, and I feel like, I just like to stay positive, and like recently I feel like my mindset hasn't been so positive.
I try to come in very positive,
And I feel like, I thank you for that, because honestly a lot of people don't, and I don't mean to I'm not even going to get into it, but I just feel like I think a lot of people need to just take a chill pill for a minute, because it's just never that serious. I know it's a job and we want to take it serious, but it's never that serious. We could be all nice to one another.
You did say this to me, didn't you?
With people in general, just people in general, sometimes it's just that some people just don't know any better, and it's just sometimes.
Did you say this to me, or did you put this on your story or something? Because I heard you making this point about sometimes you think people take it too seriously, which I definitely know.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
But
who knows?
I do feel some people, it's just they're just sometimes and I'm not saying any or anybody that we work with or whatever, but it's just sometimes.
Ryan Healy. I don't know what we're saying names about.
Believe you or something, or somebody,
Come on, Alec.
Come on, Alec. I think that we just all need to be a little bit nicer to one another. You know what I'm saying? I know that's so stupid, but
I'm sorry.
We need to be more of a team over here.
We are a team. You know what? Can I say? When we first started doing this, I wanted to say that I thought we were going through, and I hate to really bring this up. You know what? It's such an interesting, to talk about it on a broader scale that's more understanding to somebody who doesn't specifically work in our building. There's how many employees would you say are in this building on a Saturday night?
A lot.
How many employees? Would you say between 50 and 100? Close to 75?
Well, probably 40, I would say.
40. Let's do the math.
3 managers.
Okay.
There's 17 servers. So that's 20 people. 5 or 6 bartenders. 26. Then the cooks. There's 10 of them maybe. Oh God.
Hold on. Let's not count the cooks yet. Let's not count the cooks yet. Let's just count
dishwashers.
Yeah, no. There's easily 40.
No, there's way more than 40.
No. But there's easily 40 cooks / prep / dishwasher people
that
are. Yeah.
Well, dishwashers.
When you count the dishwasher
dishwashers
people,
are 3.
How many people do prep?
Prep is 4.
How many stations you have?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You have how many people
11.
behind you? God knows how many people you have behind each station. I would say
maybe 20 at most.
I would say closer to 30. 20 is probably
because there's 3 dishwashers. There's usually 5 people, so that's 8 as prep, 5 for prep, so 8 total. Then there's the 2 or 3 main guys that aren't cooking, right? So that's how many? 11, and then dessert 13. Tacos, taco steaks, whatever.
There's usually 2 people on the taco sandwich station. 2 people, maybe I guess 3 between grill, sandwich. There's 3 people right there. Then there's 3 people between salad, pasta, and I think definitely they have 6
20.
people on that line. Okay, so 20 there.
And then
you have
front servers. Then you have your busters. There's at least 3 or 4 on a good night.
Well, I mean, yeah. Then you have your kitchen, which is another 10. So your busters. Your busters, runners, hostesses, I'd say is another 20 people.
Yeah. There's just a lot of people at
So
a job.
you're talking close to 100, between I would say close to more 60, 80 people in the building at any time. And I don't know why I'm trying to make this point. I really got like into that point, but I don't know where I was going with
You
it.
wanted to make it relatable to other people, so you're gonna put them on the idea of how big a restaurant is.
Well, I think what I wanted to say is there's a lot going on in the restaurant. That's how many people there are. But I don't know why I was trying to like what I was trying to tie in there.
Well, all right.
Oh, we're talking about trying to come in on the positive attitudes.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of like people.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot going on. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. You know what? Just go ahead.
I don't know.
I'm dropping the ball here.
I don't know.
Well, I think what I was saying is like it's like a lot of like you said we need to be nicer.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know, I mean, obviously and interesting, and there needs to be better teamwork, which is like interesting. I'm not saying those are true or false. You know, I think it's like it's a lot of people, so it's hard to monitor the relationship of that many people all together. To have all those people be friendly and courteous to each other at all times is very hard. With nobody really in charge of all that.
Like you know, we all are in our own stations, so it's like not like I see all the cooks and preps and these people. It's not like that. But
it's true, but you might at one point or another.
At least with like,
even if you see them once.
It's like they don't bother as much. Like, but there isn't a possibility for them to bother. You know, like you just run into somebody and just like the day is bad, you're freaking out. Like I've had my like times where I just like gone off for a hot second. I don't like that. So I just wish like, you know, I'm only there like once or twice a week. So like when I come in and I feel like a negative energy, when I feel like, you know, I want it to be more positive. Like, it doesn't have to be like that, you know?
You know, it's hard, and that's why I said that it was like a full moon and a Friday the 13th this last weekend, because, like, Friday the 13th, you know, I'm not super superstitious, you know, but...
Super superstitious.
Glancing over that. But I like to, like, you know, I don't know, you know, you don't need any extra... You don't need a little sprinkle of evil on there. It's like, oh, throw a little bad on it. Why don't you? You know, garnish this weekend with a little evil. You know.
Watch out. The Watcher's watching. Sorry.
How do you know I'm not the Watcher?
You told me.
I might be the Watcher. No, how do you know I'm not the Watcher?
I don't know.
If you Google the Watcher in Westfield, is this case I was telling Molly about, because it's one of the towns that is neighboring, you know, the area that I live in. They probably, well, whoever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Google that. I'm the Watcher. They didn't find the guy. Here I am.
Yeah. But, so Sunday without you was rough.
Yeah.
And somebody told me to go F myself to God.
You did say that. I saw you post that.
That was so rude.
A customer?
Once again, like, people don't have to be so rude.
A customer?
Yes, a customer. This guy was weird, okay?
Yeah, tell me about this guy.
This guy was weird. I went over to him, and he's like, yeah, we'll have the 2 watermelon teenies. And
the special teenies.
Yeah, special teenies.
That were on the specials menu but got ran out of by later in the night, but we're on the specials menu, so people tried ordering them all night. Anyway, go.
That sucks for the night people, but yeah, they were flying like hotcakes in the morning. There wasn't that much watermelon juice. I don't know why it was on the specials. But anyway,
well, that was my gripe. Is like, I'm like, oh yeah, my bad. It's on today's specials.
Yeah, like they should have. Yeah,
but we don't have it.
It was rough, but anyway.
Whatever.
So they ordered that, and I'm like, okay. And then the guy is like,
were those fire? Did you have one of those? Did you indulge?
I didn't try it. Actually, I didn't get a chance to. But I'll tell you about part of my story. One girl said it was good and said it tastes like bubblegum, but I'll get to what.
That's not what I generally want my alcohol to taste like.
Listen, so this guy, I'm like, okay, I'll get you that, and then they were like, he was like, we're also gonna get the short rib pappardelle, and I was like, okay. And then the girlfriend kind of looks at him. She's like, I'm not really that hungry. Like, I'm not that hungry. So he's like, okay, then cancel that. We're just going to, I guess we're not going to eat today or something. He said something weird like that.
Very peculiar.
I was like,
I don't like when they're on the same, when they're not on the same level. When a table is like, they're on different pages.
So I thought, okay,
I wish
maybe
they would be on the same page with it.
I thought maybe he still wanted it, but like she's not gonna eat any. So he was, I don't know. So I was like, wait, so you don't want it? And then he was
but
like,
now they have a problem, and now it's a you problem because they couldn't figure their shit out and get their shit together.
well, not even that.
Hate to say it.
He figured it out real quick because I was like, excuse me. I was like, did you still want it though? And then he was like. He was like, no, we're just going to have our drinks and I guess argue. He said something like that. And I didn't know if he was joking. Like, I thought, like, you know, some couples joke like that. And then I don't
that's
know.
what it is. It's like, well, like.
So I was like, okay, that's fine.
And then you got to mediate that shit.
Yeah. So I was like ready to walk away. I'm walking away. And then all of a sudden he kind of like stops me before I walk all the way away. And he's like, wait, hold on. Like, he's like, I'm from Nevada. I'm just letting you know that we have like open fire over there and like we can carry. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, so
Molly.
I know you. What?
Again, every one of these, I need to preface it with some bullshit. I'm from Nevada where we shoot people. That's a terrible thing.
Was like, he didn't say like he was
I'd
just
much
like
prefer you tell me that you're dying than tell me that you're gonna. He's doing the opposite. He's telling you, "Oh, I will kill you."
No. This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying.
I'm from Nevada, and if we don't get our chicken tenders, we shoot.
He was like, no. He literally was like, so if you find a gun in the back, could you please give it to me so I could shoot myself in the brain or something like that? And I was like, whoa. And like, this is right after he said, oh, we're just going to sit here and argue, like with his girlfriend. So it sounded like he hated his fucking girlfriend. So I felt bad. So I was like, okay. So like, I was like, I don't know if I can help you with that. And then I went back, to the bar, did my thing.
You did a little
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I can help you with that. Sorry. And like, kind of left. Then, like, I wait a little while. Their drinks are getting lower. I come back. I'm like, hey, like, what do you need? Yada, yada. And he's like, yeah, we're going to need new drinks because this sucked. Like, straight to my face. Like, did not say a word the whole time about it, but I don't care. Be honest. Be blunt.
Where were the other bartenders? You didn't want to send them in
I was
on
the
this?
only one taking care of the high sauce. But anyway.
Oh, this was a table.
Yeah, it was at the table. Yeah, so.
Oh, so it wasn't like you could throw. It wasn't at the bar like another bartender could.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. When you serve a table, like the absorbing of their energy, like you go in their bubble, and
yeah.
And I don't want to be a part of a lot of people's bubbles. And this sounds like a very uncomfortable bubble to be a part of.
Very uncomfortable bubble. I literally told him. Yeah, I was like, okay, like, what would you like and stuff? Because he obviously didn't like his watermelon teeny. Then he goes, I guess I'll have the pomegranate.
You meant the drink. I thought you said this sucked as in he meant his wife.
No, his drink. He was like, we're going to have to.
This sucked. like the fight he was having with his wife.
No.
Okay, the drink.
He was like, we're going to need another round of drinks because this sucked. Talking about his drink.
I thought
and I was
this
like,
sucked.
No. And then I was kind of like, yo, if you didn't like it, you could have just asked for another one. But that's whatever. Besides the point. So I was like, okay, what can I get you? He says, I'll get the pomegranate Cosmo like a F word. And I'm not going to say the F word because some people take offense to it.
Oh, he did?
But as like,
no.
As like a gay person, the F word, whatever.
I'm pretty sure that's on the no list,
Yeah, so he said it very like out there. And I just was like, okay. So then his girlfriend's really sweet. And she's like, I'll just have the Cosmo. Like, do you just have a regular Cosmo? I'm like, yeah.
Wait,
so
he said the Palm Cosmo?
He was like, I'm going to get the Palm Cosmo like a F word. And I was like, okay. So it's just like very weirdo energy. So I like made their drinks. Then I left him alone.
Sir, just order a drink.
That's what I'm saying. Just like order this. Like he kept saying weird comments. So I'm like, whatever. I end up making their drinks, and then I kind of leave them alone for a while because I'm like, that he's weird, it's just weird. You don't like to be around weird tables.
No, yeah.
And
I'm not making a lot of money off you anyway. I don't give a like if you're giving me that much of a hassle, I don't care. The most you're gonna give me is $10, and the least you're gonna give me is like $2. So have it be $2. I'm not going through your bullshit hassle of this garbage,
Yeah. But anyway, I didn't care. Like, he was just being weird, and I just didn't really care to, like, acknowledge it.
This was the beginning of your day. You're trying to be like,
I'm not,
brush it off.
Yeah, I'm not taking too much offense to it. But then one of the servers had, who has the high tops over here? And I said, we do. And she was like, okay, because that guy says that he wants his check now or he's going to walk out. And I was like, who just says that openly? But I'm like, okay, like, I guess I'll get you your check, whatever. We got slammed, by the way. It was only 3 of us. And the outside got packed. And then, like, the inside started getting packed.
You haven't seen this man before?
No.
Describe to me this man.
Nevada.
Nevada. Yeah, he said he was from Nevada. And he, he like a...
I don't know how to describe him. He had, like, blondish hair.
What was he wearing?
I don't remember. He was just wearing, like, douchey. Like, he just gave off a douchey vibe. Like, just like
a very douchey vibe. Interesting.
Douchey vibe.
Like a leather jacket?
No, I don't think so. Why?
I don't know. I'm just trying to illustrate the page. I'm trying to see.
Wearing a normal,
this is a very peculiar character.
He was wearing
I have pictures of him in my head.
The thing is that he was really normal when I first met him. That's why when he first made the comment, like,
hoodie
oh,
and
we're
jeans?
gonna just... Not even a hoodie. It was just a t-shirt and like
t-shirt and
khakis,
jeans.
maybe.
Khakis.
Maybe. Actually, it was jeans. It was jeans.
Funky hat, normal baseball cap.
Shut up.
I want to know.
I don't think he had a baseball cap.
Interesting.
But
no hat.
No.
Gray hair.
No, blonde.
Blonde. I'm not listening. You obviously said that already. Blonde.
So listen.
Interesting. So he's like 30.
Anyway.
He's like 30. He's like 28.
He was in his late 20s. With his girlfriend. 20s. And his girlfriend had she had makeup on.
Way
but
too
it was,
young to be
very,
talking all kinds of garbage to your girlfriend at the bar in public.
And
not that you should be at any point, but is a character that lurks at our bar that is super mean to his wife.
He's an alright character. We loved come on.
He doesn't have a phone.
Is my paycheck. Shut the heck up.
Okay, all right. We'll I'll take his name out. We'll call him
Teddy.
Teddy is this older gentleman that is at our bar that is very mean openly to his wife. And it's not that flies, but at that point they're 80, it's all right, whatever. You guys are just both be miserable. 28 is way too young to be.
Yeah, to be I thought he was joking
shitting on
that,
your wife.
I thought he's younger, he's joking. It's just funny sometimes to be oh, me and my girlfriend are arguing or whatever. Some people find that funny. I don't know, but anyway, the whole thing was weird. And then anyway, I give him his bill, right? Because he's like, oh, I'm gonna walk out if I don't get my bill, right?
Shut up, guy.
So I give him his bill, and as I give him his bill, I guess he knew that the server said, hey, he said he's gonna walk out. So when I got to him and I gave him his bill, he was like, oh, I wasn't being a cunt, right? Should I say the C word too?
Whatever. Again, he's throwing out expletives that he doesn't need to throw out.
Yeah,
it's relax, guy.
Yeah, Please. It was weird, and I'm like, no, you're okay, because he was like, oh, I hope, I guess he sounded like he was apologetic, I wasn't I wasn't trying to be a cunt, was I, or something?
He sounded like he was apologizing, but he was still being
weird,
rude about it.
Yeah,
almost.
So I was like, no, you're
just
fine.
Just throwing out a word that is just derogatory for no reason.
Yeah, and as servers and bartenders, you get that crap a lot, so I'm just like, you're fine, it's okay, and I go to the next table, help the next table, and then I take his
That's
card,
a very interesting thing though, that all of us do take a lot of, not to get on that type of a level, but all of us do take all that crap. And the thing is, you'll still say yes, you'll still be nice, you'll still do everything they ask because they still sign the check and write the number. So you take all that crap no matter what.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. I've never once, I've given underhanded, slightly sarcastic comments, but I've never really, but I always will be like, oh yeah, no, thank you so much. You could tell in the tone of my voice, but if you read the words out, you'd never be able to be like, oh, he's being a, D-I-C-K. He's being a phallic member of the male, whatever.
No, but
it's an interesting aspect of serving that you just take so much of that garbage from humans. The way that humans want to give it out like that, though, sometimes it's what's up? I hate to be like, what's up, guy? But what's up, guy? Can't you be nice? Can't we be Can't we be nice? What do I look like?
I wouldn't even care.
Who do you think I am?
Weird and just rude and just like.
Well, they're not
going to
stop being. They're not going to stop being weird.
You're right.
That they're not going to stop. That's way harder than nice. I guess weird is mean though sometimes.
He was just weird.
Yeah, but you did the check, whatever you ran to the other tables.
I gave it to him, and then they were like paying or whatever, and I was I swiped their card. They had it back. They were just like finishing up, and I was at another table. I was clearing off glassware, and I was like carrying a lot of glasses. Like honestly, I don't know why, but it was just like hard actually to just carry all these glasses. I don't know. And then he like does this like and like gives me the checkbook and kind of almost hits me in the face with it. And I was like, okay, thank you. And like I grabbed it and kind of just like found a spot where like I'm carrying all this shit.
You're carrying shit and he's approaching you with the book.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. Like, cause he's leaving and I'm like, okay, thank you. And I walk away. He's like, yeah.
After you've already signed it, he's just giving you the book that that you don't even need at this.
No. He did sign. He signed it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like he's giving you the book.
So I guess he wanted to give me the book. But regardless, he like puts it in my face.
But he sees you're carrying things.
Yeah, and I just grabbed it. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you, whatever. And as I was walking away, he's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. And I was like, it was just like it was just so random that I didn't really know what he said at first. I was like, wait, what? So I get behind the bar. I'm like, wait, what did you say? And he was like, I said, go fuck yourself. And I was like, yeah, you fucking too, buddy. Like, what? And then they just started walking away, and all the girls are like, we feel bad for your girlfriend. Because we did feel bad for her, like his girlfriend, because she looked like a nice lady. And poor thing, I hope he is not abusive, because he seemed like such an odd character. He could have definitely seemed abusive, and I would not.
It sounds like he was abusive to you, and he only knew you for the span of a little bit. But he wanted to it sounds like he absolutely just wanted to be like miserable to your day and bring his negative energy to you any way he could. And you weren't even like letting it. You know, it's not you didn't do anything wrong, but then at the end he just wants to be like, "Oh, fuck you," you know.
Yeah, I think he came in there
cuz he doesn't have anything left. He threw out a bunch of negative shit. You didn't really take to it, and then at the end he's like, "Let me fire one more off."
I had a thought that like maybe like if he really was from Nevada or somewhere else, like how interesting it would be to like travel to another state and just like ruffle little feathers and just like like, is that just like a weird
well that I like.
You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of don't blame him if he just came from Nevada and just said, you know what, I'm gonna be a totally different person in New Jersey, just like be a total dickhead.
I mean, I have
just some ruffle little feathers.
I mean, it's really funny. I mean, I think there's other ways though that you could be that you could do that though that don't involve you being like rude.
Yeah.
You know, like
you could just like
you could just be funny, like, or you could be like super like nice. Like most people, there's not a lot of conversation that really happens. You know, we very roughly say a few things. That's it. I'm really just trying to get your order perfect. You know, we're gonna have some very surface level conversations. You can have like a good, like, you can be a different person. You can be more of a personality without having to be a dick to me. You could change your personality and be some fun, happy guy.
You could just pretend to be British the whole time you're in a
different state. You could pretend to be a goddamn bloody Brit. Oh, Jesus. You ain't got no tea on the menu.
You have a lot.
Love, you ain't got no tea on the menu here, love.
My favorite tea is Earl Grey, by the way.
You have an English breakfast tea?
Screw English breakfast. But
it was a rough Sunday, I will say. You know, I thought the mood was in the air. You know, it felt weird. You can't steer the ship, you know. One person cannot steer the ship.
No.
You need multiple people to push the tides, and I think it's a lot easier for one person to weigh the boat down than it is for a couple people to try to, even if a couple strong people come in and try to, you know, get them sails going, baby. You know, if you got one guy throwing rocks in the bottom of the boat, letting the sharks come in through the bottom, you're screwed. And that was way too much of a metaphor. But you get what I'm saying.
I like how you said sails, and it could go for like sailboats and like sails as in like sails.
I didn't even think about that. I was just talking about that metaphorical boat, because we're on the boat.
We are on the boat.
We're all on one boat, and we're out to sea.
Running around people, and everybody's just doing their own thing. But we all have the same goal. We don't want the boat to tip. We don't want to like sink the boat.
We can't sink the boat.
So we got people working all over the place. You see them running around like chickens without heads and everything.
Exactly. There's people. Everybody's got different jobs on the boat.
Our
What's good?
Our image went away. We need to fix it. Not to bring attention.
Let's go. The weather today. Welcome back to the Weather Channel. My name is Alec. I'm here with Molly.
Forecast.
7-day forecast is showing massive floods and sharks in the sky. What were we saying, though? We were making good points.
The boat.
Oh.
We can't sink the boat.
Yeah, no, because there's different jobs on a boat. We are all on the boat, and the boat caught on fire a little bit ago, and that was bad. But we're trying to make sure that the boat doesn't, sink, that nobody's throwing cannonballs.
Nobody's getting, walking off the plank.
Well, that's totally different. Sometimes people have to walk the plank, sometimes people abandon ship.
That's true.
Which is a very true thing that happens. But you're right. I mean, we all do run around. But if the kitchen, if the man in the galley, come make the chicken.
Yes.
John, make the chicken in the kitchen.
This is the time where Alec just becomes like 30 different people, and I just wait and watch, and it'll pass. It'll pass.
Well, it's the pirates on the boat.
I know.
Who is it? Blimey rum. Sorry, whatever,
No, it's good acting. It's really good acting. I almost feel there, like.
Oliver, I don't have no. The thing is, I only have one pirate voice. It's hard to go into. You didn't give me rum with your chicken.
That was a good one. It sounded like you were missing.
Well, the kitchen guy is missing teeth. Yeah. That's exactly what that was.
That was your inspiration?
That's exactly what that was.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Much rum for you.
I don't think I've ever heard them speak, ever.
I've never really been around any real pirates, honestly.
Really?
Or you meant like kitchen people?
Oh, I mean, yeah. That's what you meant, right? Around the kitchen people?
It is such a metaphorical boat, because, and even if you think about more like the seas, the seas come in. You can't predict the seas.
Oh, you never know what you're going to get.
You never know what the rising tides.
Yeah, or low tides.
You
just got to really go with the flow.
It's whatever could get thrown at you. We're going to wrap up here in a little bit. I just have a couple closing thoughts.
Okay.
Well, some things. It was a crazy day. It was very interesting to hear a couple things. Somebody said to me that they will not be defeated by Sunday. And I know they're wrong. I know they're wrong. I hate to say that, but it was like, okay, well, many men have, been lost at sea, trying to
stop with the metaphor.
Right the ship on Sunday, but the waters be choppy on Sunday, and everybody be down in the brig with the what do they have on the with scurvy? They be down in the brig with scurvy. Nobody to mend the sails on Sunday. John, batten the hatches.
We have to wrap up before Alec gets into like full blown pirate mode because it's happening. Shout out to my one friend because one of the best memories of my life is I was on a canoe with my friend Evan, and we were playing the Pirates of the Caribbean song and just rowing, and we were going so fast.
It's good shit.
Yeah, it was really good.
When we're on the lifts at my electrical job, it's just the whatever. It's a lift. It's you drive it around. I sing the Pirates of the Caribbean song. But then no, it was a grind 'em out Sunday. It was a grind 'em out, hit 'em hard, hit 'em home Sunday. It was, I don't know what it was like in the morning. And, we really could do so much more, but both of us, we both have to go is honest truth.
Well, we had fun though. Thank you for listening to us.
But I had...
Yeah,
sorry. Because I'm not going to talk about it next week. There was just a table that was just so terrible to me. And, it was a 30 top that wanted all split checks. But just they had some great questions for me. They said to me, I don't really like anything on this menu. Do you guys have anything else?
Our menu is humongous.
That's not it. It's humongous.
Dessert?
Whatever. It's not the Cheesecake Factory, but what is that? You came into the restaurant. You said, I don't like anything on this menu. Do you guys have anything else? Okay, yeah. Let me get the second menu out for you. I really hate to tell everybody again that the menu is the menu. But it really is, and people just be trying to make shit up on me. And
Are
it's
you
so
sure there's not this?
Up.
They love...
This lady wanted a fried chicken salad. She goes, can I get a fried chicken salad with honey mustard? And I said, well, these are the salads we have. I don't like any of those salads. Well, miss, these are the salads we have here. I don't have fried chicken. You guys don't have fried chicken? Well, no, but you could do parm chicken on any of the salads you like here. And, well, what is parm chicken? I've never had parm chicken before. You just the questions. This lady, some other lady at the table. You guys have all kinds of things on this menu I don't like bacon. Yes, miss. No, there's lots of things on this menu I don't like too. just terrible. But I would like to say, in closing, that hopefully there will be a link under this where you can send you can write in any question you want and we will answer it on the next episode. I know I've said that, but please do. Yeah. We would love to answer questions.
We would love to answer questions, and maybe, just maybe, we might even have a little guest at some point in which
maybe, don't tell
we will
them.
have to have a third mic.
Yes.
Or we might have to, I don't know. We will figure it out, but that is a surprise.
Yes,
we don't know when that is coming, where that's coming.
Molly's going to try to wrap it up on me before I get this in. I'm trying.
Yeah. I didn't know you had more.
She's
Go ahead. Oh, no.
But yes, but what I'm saying with the question thing is, I think as long as Alec can do it, that there will be a link that you can even send in maybe a video submission, and we could put you right here, and we could listen to you talk. And maybe answer it for you. I should be able to do that. There should be a link under this video. But, of course, if you'd like to write in a question, we can answer that.
I feel like
just
this is
as easily.
iCarly. We're like, add to the big television.
We could, though.
We could.
If you wanted to write in any type of anything. Even if you want to tell us a story.
Tell us a story. Or
and we
have
can
a little
on
juggling act. Do something interesting. Maybe.
No juggling.
Yeah. I mean, I could.
Well... I could do some juggling.
Well,
yeah, no, okay.
I'm not looking at my watch because the group chat, our little group chat, is getting blown up over here. Speaking of,
of people being texted, my boss just texted me whatever. I'm sorry.
So have a great day, guys. Honestly,
this
was fun as always.
Yeah.
I feel like we covered a lot of topics.
I mean, that's all we got for today. We both got to get on it for tomorrow, all right? What else do you want from us, really?
That's it. That's it. All right, see you guys. Guys.